cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital edition. Today is Monday, July the 3rd, 2023. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. Let's just get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one a 6. Hold on. So Mila's right here, but she's having her snack. All right. Let's get in. Michael and Willow, they're in the hospital and they're waiting for Dr. Randolph to come. They're waiting for Terry to come. It's a pig, yes. But she doesn't come because TJ is. Michael said, well, actually, they said she's not going to be the one. They're going to send someone else, and it was TJ, and he wanted to be there to give them the good news that Willow's, I guess, cell count and everything is going well, and so she can go home actually in a few hours. I said, okay, then. So they're extremely excited, but Michael is like, no, 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 we don't have the place ready. I don't know. Like, she needs to still be in isolation because they tell her immune system has been completely wiped out. All of the vaccines, and everything that she's previously had, she no longer has. Her immune system is like a newborn, like Amelia's. And so she has to be extremely careful not to get around other people, and they should be wearing masks and everything around her. And she needs to keep her circle to family and very few other people. And so, of course, they're excited about this, and so TJ leaves, and but Michael does say, no, I don't know about this, with everything going on with her. We don't have the house ready. I don't want, he doesn't want to compromise her. So they get to talking after TJ leaves, and he tells her, you know, he's so happy she gets to come home, and she says, I'm going to be able to sleep in my bed, but it sounds like I'm going to still be in isolation, but she doesn't care because she gets to at least see her family. And so he says, okay, I know you're going to want Carly and Jocelyn there. So that, and a few people from my side, but who do you want from yours? Sasha, Chase. And she said, yeah, and there's one more person, but you might get upset. So at this point, TJ comes back in, and they tell TJ they are excited. He tells them this is the best thing for you guys. Hold on, y'all. Let me move rooms, child. They tell them this is the best thing that could have happened to you guys. And, he's happy for them. And they're like, yeah, we are. We're happy as well. So they leave, right? So TJ leaves again. And she says, Michael's like, well, who did you want? So she says the person she wants to add to her bubble. Oh, I thought she was gonna say Liesel. I honestly did. But then she said, you might be mad. And I said, who are you trying to add? And she tells him Nina. She feels like Nina should be added because she knows how much Nina has worried about her. And I guess she wants to start building some type of relationship with her. I said, God dang it, Nina. Right when you start getting Willow to want to be around you, all this mess is going to come out about you. But I have been saying that, well, before Nina turned them into the SEC, I did say that I thought that they would, at least have some kind of like Christmas something together, just something small, kind of baby steps. I don't know about this child, but let's move on. So then who else are we gonna go to? Let's see. Then we go to Sam and Carly. So Sam goes over to visit Carly, child. And when she goes over to visit her, she says, Carly tells her, I called you over because I want, if you had anything to say to me. She wants to clear the air. And Sam says she is upset, and Drew needed his daughter, and she had to take, her daughter had to see him off, and she's heartbroken again because she's lost her father again. And Carly said this was completely Drew's idea. I didn't want this to happen. I didn't know he was doing this. And Sam is very forgiving. Y'all know she would. She pretty much tells her it's okay. I know if Drew thought this was the only option y'all had, then this was the only option. So it is what it is. It's whatever. And so then they continue to talk, and Carly is just like, I can't believe this is happening. Everything happened with Drew. They go and sip. They go, and Carly's gonna make her some coffee, and then the file drops where Carly owes. They shows where Carly owes 5 million. And she says, I'm going to have to build it all over again. And I can't believe all this happened because of spite. I say, girl, no, this didn't happen because of spite. This happened because you made a bad decision. Like, I know y'all want to blame the person, and I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about Carly and Drew. I know y'all want to blame the person who turned you in, but they wouldn't have been able to turn you in had you not made this silly decision, Carly. And then Drew, you made the decision to, okay, I'm gonna fall on the sword. I'm gonna be the one to go to prison. Well, that's on you now for getting 3 years in Pentonville. But anyways, child, they go ahead and mind their business and go about their way, and they're talking about her 5 million. And Carly says, well, I've come up from the ashes before and I'm gonna do it again. Then Sam says, well, yes. And Carly said, oh my gosh, you just gave me a great idea. I can't remember, she said like something about steel or something, and she said, you gave me a great idea of how I'm gonna do this now. I said, all right then, girl. So then we move on and we see Mac and Dante. They get a notification. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just stick on this one. So then we see Drew is actually at Sonny's, and he has Ned's guitar because he said he wanted to know if Eddie Main could possibly have some type of memory. Sorry, I had to close that door. It's nighttime and she is wound up. So it's they wanted to know, he wanted to know if he showed him the guitar, would he have some type of memory of Olivia, um Brooklyn, Leo, something. So he brought the guitar over, and he Sonny was like, I know that the feds wanted y'all to flip on me and you didn't. And Drew was like, that wasn't even an option, Sonny. And Sonny says, thank you. He said, you have my protection in there. Of course that can only go so far, but I just want you to know I have my people looking out for you. And he was like, thank you for that. I appreciate it and everything. And that's pretty much it with them, y'all. So then Drew goes and he checks into prison, and I said, oh, I thought he was gonna be gone, but he gonna have a storyline in prison. Okay. So he goes and he checks into prison, and Cyrus comes and he's talking to him about joining the brotherhood, and here's the Bible and you could use it. And he says, you know who are you? And he said, I asked your name earlier, because he did, and Cyrus didn't give it to him. He said, my name is Cy, brother Cy. He said, Cy, like Cyrus? And he tells him who he is. And he said, the one who got, Drew was like, the one who got Sasha on drugs and Darren killed her because of that. And, what else he say? I can't remember. But anyways, he's like, that's Cyrus, that you're that man, Laura's brother and everything. And he was like, yeah, that's me. And he said, he was like, how is my dear sister? And he said, Cyrus, listen, I don't want anything from you, and don't come over, don't come to my cell or anything bothering me again, okay? And Cyrus said, well, and he hands him back because he had given Drew a Bible, and Cyrus, he hands it back to Cyrus, and Cyrus said, well, that's unfortunate, but I think you'll find that the word will give you some comfort in it. Well, now y'all know that's not what they said, but that's what I heard. The word's gonna give you some comfort, so take this Bible, sir. And so Cyrus leaves, and Drew opens up the Bible, and it's a shank. I said, because you're going to need it. You better take that, because usually those cost you something. To have that. If y'all have not seen, Alexa, stop. If you have not seen Ali, I believe Sadiq's story, like comedy, it is so funny because he talks about his time being incarcerated and everything. It's so funny. Y'all should check him out. He's on YouTube. Anyway, so that's what this reminds me of, because the first time he went in, he tells this story about Boots and how he needed protection, and it's really funny. Y'all should check that out. Anyways, child, so we move on from that, because really that's all we have to do with them. So then we get into Cody. So Cody is by the poolside. Scott comes up and he wants them to sign who his father is, and that he should have the ice princess and everything, the necklace. And so he tells Cody, like, they could possibly try to dig up your dad's body. And he said, but I actually want him to, because that'll be another 10 million. Cody was like, no, 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 we don't need to do that. I said, sure don't, because you'll see that that's not his daddy. And so anyways, while they're doing that, we see that Mac and Dante talk, and Cody has actually been released of the charges because remember they had a waiter come forward and said, "Oh, I'm the one who took the bracelet and put it in his pocket because I thought it was his, and it might have just that don't even make sense." But okay, we're gonna go with that. So then, because of that, Cody's let got off, and so Max feels bad because he arrested him, and he's like, Dante, when you go, because Dante was on his way to see Cody, he said, well, when you go, I want to go too, and to let him know the good news. So they go over and they see Cody talking to Scott, right? So Mac tells Cody the information about getting off. They're not going to be charges pressed. Of course, he's happy about that. But they say, you don't seem surprised. He said, because I knew I was innocent this whole time. And so Mac tells Cody, let me talk to you in private. He's like, okay, cool. And so then Dante tells Scott, what you talking when because it's just the two of them, what you talking to Cody about? What's that paperwork you got him signing and all that? And I'm like, Dante, like you're a cop, but this ain't got nothing to do with you. And that's what Scott tells him, like, this is client attorney privilege, and that has nothing to do with you, sir. So go on about your business. And he says, well, I just want to know that you're not getting Cody into a scam. I said, baby, Cody don't need no help getting into trouble. And he said, no, this is legit business that I have with Cody. But Dante ends up finding out it's some type of lawsuit. So he says, if you have questions, ask your friend. Like, stop bothering me. And so then Scott leaves, right? So Dante and Mac, excuse me, Cody and Mac are talking, and as they're speaking, he just tells him, I bet you're glad I'm not your dad because he warns him about Scott and getting involved with him." And Cody said, "It's just business. Like it's no, we don't have anything going on. It's just personal business that he's handling for me. He's my attorney." And he says, "Oh, I bet you glad I'm not your father because I'm always warning you about people like Lisa Wu and everything." And Max said, "That's what Cody says, like Lisa Wu." And Max says, "Well, you need to be warned about her. Like, don't do business with her." And he says, and he just reassures them that he's good. But Cody feels bad because and even Dante feels bad when Mac is talking about being Cody's dad and how he's not and everything because they know you really are his dad. But that's pretty much it with them, y'all. I guess Dante gonna ask Cody about like what's going on. Child, let's move on. So then we see who else do we see Sasha and Gladys. So they're talking and Sasha gets a notification that Cody is innocent. And she's like, Gladys, why you didn't tell me that? And she said, tell you what, that Cody got off. The insurance company just hit me up an email and said Cody got off. And so Gladys just like, well, I didn't tell you because you have this meeting today and I didn't want to upset you. I didn't want anything. And she said, well, Gladys, can't you finally admit it? She was like, admit what? Admit that you were wrong about Cody. And Gladys was like, yeah, but he was wrong about me too. I wasn't trying to do it. Yes, you were trying to set that man up. But anyways, Gladys promised Sasha that she didn't tell her just because she just didn't want to bother her and upset her or anything. And so Sasha, she kind of looking like she don't believe it, but she's letting it go because she got this meeting with this crooked, sorry, with this crooked psychiatrist. So she going up in there, right? And so then Gladys goes over to Sonny's place, and Sonny had to read Gladys down because she wants to keep Sasha in this guardianship. And he said, Sasha is all good, Gladys. I don't know why you fighting this. Sasha doesn't need to be in it, and we need to support her no matter what happens. We need to be supportive of her and not try to hold her into something she doesn't want to be in. She said she's all good, and when the judge makes that decision, you need to let this go. Now he lost his patience with Gladys because she keep trying to fight and keep her in this guardianship. And I said, Sonny, look into it. And Sam, I thought you was gonna look into Gladys, but I guess she not, since now Cody is off the hook. And I say, ooh, somebody need to look into Gladys. Oh my gosh, why y'all letting this woman get away with this? So child, Gladys leave out of Sonny's office. Well, she ain't leave out willingly. He pretty much threw her out without without throwing her out, because he went to the door and told her, we done with this conversation. Leave Sasha alone. Let her in this guardianship in peace. Don't you try to fight nothing. And so he opens up the door and then he slams it behind her. It wasn't really that much of a slam, but Gladys jumped, so we gonna pretend he slammed it. And so then Sasha's over there at her appointment with the psychiatrist, and he telling her, "No, Sasha, oh, you're saying everything is all good for the last 15 minutes, but I felt like you're anxious and all that. So tell me what's going on." So she then tells him, about how she's worried about a few things. She has a friend who's she thinks about Willow. She thinks about the deception and the success, and she wants to keep it up. She just thinks about all these type of things. He said, "Oh, it's okay for you to feel that way. I got some anxiety medicine I want to put you on." I said, "Say what now?" Sasha. Whatever he giving, don't you take it. But she don't take it, child. So he gives her the medicine, and she said, "Now this isn't habit forming or anything, because I'm already taking my antidepressants." And he said, "No, no, no, this gonna work just fine with that, and it's not habit forming, none of that. And I'm gonna be keeping a close watch on you." And so Sasha was like, "Thank you so much," and then she leaves, right? And then he gets on the phone with Gladys ass, and she gonna be like, "Did you do it?" And he said, "Yes, I did." And then she sound like she a little hesitant. He said, "Now I could tell her to bring them pills back." She said, "No, no, no. It's my last choice." I said, "You ain't no damn good. Just gets on my nerves. I can't stand Gladys. I cannot stand Gladys." But y'all, that was General Hospital today. It's not gonna be on Wednesday. I mean, it's not gonna be on tomorrow for 4th of July. I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. Be safe, y'all. It is really warm out there where I am. So stay hydrated, stay cool, but be safe. Y'all know how people can be. And anyways, enjoy your 4th of July. Blessings. Goodbye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.